Good morning, everybody. It's a real special day today. I didn't even realize it was until my phone told me, but it's National Pet Day, April 11th, Friday. I don't know if that's a worldwide thing or just in Canada, but National Pet Day. We're currently trudging our way up Tower Trail at Kenda Cartwright Park, my home trail. It's about, sorry for the breathing. I was just bursting for things to talk about, but what was I saying? It's about 7:15 a.m. in the morning. Sunny. National Pet Day. Appreciate your pets, right? Donate to the SPCA. Think before you go gather up a pet from down there too. You don't want to have to bring them back. It's a commitment, 10, 15, 20-year commitment. You know, it's seek the best care for your animals. Don't necessarily do what your parents did before you, or do the bare minimum. Do the hacks and all the rest of it, right? To make your life easier. Spend quality time with your pet. You know, I've had lots of good relationships with animals myself over the years. And a lot of us, you know, have, but I see people getting pets like they buy a new pair of shoes, right? They just like the way it looks, right? And the same old thing, you know, people do it. They, I might go sit down over here for a second. We'll see, we're on the Tower Trail. This is the first bench when you're coming up the Tower Trail. Give me a second to collect my thoughts here. Catch my breath. I got so much to say, especially I'm in the middle of a kind of a pet crisis here myself and my own family, right? But anyway, we don't need to talk about that so much. Oh, let's just sit down. Yeah, I've had known people that have had pets, dogs, that kind of thing. Never taken them for walks, never been out of the yard. You know, never. Animals need exercise. It's sad, right? I knew a family once. I used to go visit their dogs, and I was the only one that ever walked them. Ever. Not trying to pretend I'm Mr. Perfect, but those animals were craving for attention. Animals will put up with a lot, right? And people get complacent because animals are just, they're like little kids. They're very, very forgiving. And they get conditioned into believing that it's okay. It starts out as a little bit of mild neglect and abuse, and then it turns into it's just makes me sad, right? And go and give some money to the SPCA today. Do something for your animal. Read a book, how to care for an animal in a proper way, you know? Yeah, I was going to mention, like, people, they right away, it's just like they do with other people, with humans too. They always think the medical system's going to save them. Take the cat or the dog to the vet, and, you know, if it's sick, yeah, then the vet's great, right? It's the last resort, isn't it? But how about some preventative? Give them fresh, clean food. Give them a good environment to live in. Give them stimulation. Give them fresh, clean water. You know, National Pet Day. It's today, April 11th, Friday. Everybody get out there, spread the word. to all those dogs locked inside, all those dogs on their chains, all those animals in confined quarters. Stand up for the little buggers' rights, man. They ask for so little from us. Just because they ask for nothing doesn't mean you have to keep giving them less. Respect who they are. As animals, they have their rituals, and cats like to go on their little patrols. Dogs like to sniff. Dogs like to get dirty. They're like little kids, right? They're not toys. They're not here for our amusement, but they certainly enrich our lives. And don't do the bare minimum, because the bare minimum isn't enough. Nobody wants the bare minimum. It's like your own family and the bare minimum. You know, they want to feel appreciated, right? Anyway, I got to stop talking. It's funny, I was up for hours and hours and hours thinking about things. And National Pet Day. Oh, I want to make a good video today because I want people to help some pets and to help some pet owners. And now I'm feeling a little bit tongue-tied. Barry, tongue-tied? I was a little bit underdressed today. I'm trying to, it's probably only about 5 degrees, but I knew I'm going to be walking uphill. I'll probably try and do as much filming today as I can to get the word out. Not that it has to be a specific day, but it was just a reminder to me that some causes are worth fighting for, right? Turn it off, Barry. Here we are. We're almost at the top. Almost at the top. There's the secret research facility in Mount Dufferin here. National Pet Day. Take your dog for a walk. Freshen up his water dish. Clean it. Freshen up his food dish. Clean it. Make sure his food is stored properly and fresh. Clean the litter box. Scoop the litter box. Clean it out maybe. Clean the floor around it. Clean your hamster's cage. Pet your mouse. Sprinkle your goldfish. Clean his tank. It's National Pet Day, for God's sakes. If you consider your kid your pet, do the same for him. Oh. I think people become complacent. I don't think they really want to be bad people, right? Maybe some do. I hear these terrible, terrible stories of cruelty to animals. There was one in the news recently where people, I don't know how many animals they had on a farm, a rented farm. And they probably thought they were doing the right thing because the animals were still standing and the fur was still on them. But they got fined $10,000 each. Most of the animals were all losing weight, lack of water, lack of food, lack of space. Disgusting, right? Just disgusting. And they thought, and I heard these people, they've been charged with these things and they've run off somewhere else to go find more animals to abuse. People do that with their kids too. They have big families, and they don't seek out to do the best for them, you know. It's not just, it's pets and people, or, you know, look at that, delicate little flowers. I can get pretty fired up about that kind of stuff. It's because it's like people are too busy being posers or trying to look good to people with bad morals, you know what I'm saying? I just don't get it. We can all do so much better. This is that cool little picnic table right below the platform here. Look at this. I dressed a little bit cold today, but man, what a view. Things have really greened up. I'm going to have the camera going all day today. The only thing that kind of slows me down is it takes time for me to upload these videos. And I got a lot to say. Yeah, let's see this big head this up, see what we can see down the valley today. Isn't that nice down there? Again, I don't know if you can see that big snowy mountain down the end. There's lots of other parks out here in Kamloops too. I might hop in the car and get you down to a different park here, maybe down by the river or somewhere. Yeah, I hope everybody is out there giving their pets a little bit of extra love today, and not just feeding them because they feel guilty, but just making their life better, their whole experience with you better. They give us a lot. They give us a lot. Don't let them waste away. Let them thrive, right? Don't listen to people with bad habits. Look for good habits. I love all of you out there. And I love all you little four-legged creatures, and even the snakes and everybody with pet ants out there. And you know, and the sad part is sometimes, like you say, kids learn from their parents, and they think certain things are acceptable because an animal lives for a while or whatever. Yeah, people live in prison. I've heard of people living to 100 in prison. Does it make it right? You know what I'm saying? Am I the only person in the world that thinks about these kind of things? Sometimes I feel like I am. I'm trying to brag. It's not about that. I just want people to open their eyes. But what I find with myself anyway, and I know a lot of other people feel that way, they feel threatened. You know? There's people all over the world trying to do good things on this planet. And people do nothing but cut them down. And cut them down because they have their own personal agendas that are meaningless, really. Selfish. And please, anybody listening out there, it's not meant to be a personal attack. So I know that's how a lot of people think. Just trying to spread some good. You know? It's beautiful out here. I turn this off just for a second. I get really emotional talking about these kind of things, right? Hold on. Oh, it's a lovely day today. Everybody get their smiles on, right? I just got a sad text, and I don't want to say any more than that. But that ain't going to stop me from to keep smiling, right? Everybody keep smiling. Don't make people make you feel guilty for trying to do the right thing. Don't give up. Oh, this is lovely out here. The park here was super busy yesterday, but I had already had all my fun, right? Most people, they like to come out in the evenings and catch the warmth, and I get that. This is Canada, right? It's cold. Here, I'm just going to turn this camera off for a second. I know you don't need to hear me breathing, do you? But it feels good to breathe. Get a deep, deep breath of fresh air. Oh, what a nice day. What a nice day. Oh. Danger, danger. Yeah, so this is what you'll find at the top of the Tower Trail. The secret research facility. I've been up here hundreds, thousands of times over the years. It's National Pets Day. Give your pets some love today, my friends. Give yourself some love. Thanks for coming along today. Thanks for coming along. Who dat? You see that? Only the shadow knows, right? I'm glad the sun's out because I'm underdressed right now. I like that invigorating feeling. It makes you feel alive. Keep being kind. Fight for goodness in this world, right? Like that Jeep. See, I know I used to sell those 1,000 years ago. The Jeeps with the square lights. I think they were called YJs. I'm not sure, right? But that would be like a, I don't know, around in the 90s, early 90s vintage. We all liked those. I remember when my son was just a baby, I had one of those for a demo, and we used to run around with no doors on, which took the mirrors off too. And just remember him throwing his bottle out on the street. I had to go park and go get it, right? His little baby bottle. Those little Jeeps are fun, right? But they're kind of gas guzzlers. But I mean, if you like going off-road, a lot of people get them because they like to show off or whatever. Here, I'm going to go up on this side. We'll circle the facility. Ooh, it's cold on this side. There's no, we're getting the wind coming up the slope. Woo! Woo! Oh, look at here. Airplane, take me away. Look at that, it fly right over me, man. See, we're kind of at one of the highest points here, and the planes that coming in from Vancouver and that, they fly right over my little mountain here. They just skim it because the valley's deep and they gotta start losing some elevation to get down to the airport, which is in the river bottom. Woo, it's cold. Woo, woo, woo. Oh. Wow, what a day. What a day. Oh. Okay, turn it off, Barry. Man, it's nice up here. I don't know how you... Yeah, it's weird, right? I think the nicer and kinder a person is, the more kickback they get. You know, I talked about this before. People feel threatened. It makes, it puts a light on people's own deficiencies, right? And we all got them. Man, like myself, I wasn't the person I am now. I used to be a real ass to everybody, people, animals even, right? I was never cruel. But we had pets when I was a kid, and I look back in retrospect, I really wasn't very nice a lot of times, and you know what I mean? Your pet doesn't like to go and walk to its water dish and not have nothing in it, or no food, or old crusty stale food. You know what I'm saying? All these things, right? And people that get pets and they taking them back to the SPCA. And again, sometimes that's the best thing to do, but maybe you should have thought to in the beginning, right? I don't know how they screen people or whatever. I know I heard of people getting banned from owning pets. And please, whoever's listening, don't take it personally. Everybody has to make it about them all the time. Unless you want to make it personal, hey, people are weird. Again, I just want everyone to be treated fairly out there, right? Look at who dat down there. Yeah, so over there, what is that called? Oh, there's a beautiful little park over there I got to go to one day too. It's got a pond and some duckies. And yeah, there's a secret research facility, communications tower. And there's Kamloops, man. Sun is really going. I think the sunrise is about 6:20 now. And well after 7, but it's cool in the morning. And like yesterday, it was almost 20 degrees in the shade, but still starts out close to 0. I hope everybody's having a great day out there, and I hope not everybody's getting angry. And I mean, there's going to be a lot of people like, who's this guy? This guy is just somebody that cares, right? That's all I am. This isn't clickbait. I don't want anything for it. Wow. Just sad that a person has to defend trying to do the right thing. Shocking sometimes, isn't it? And I'm not using any examples. It's just, but you feel people putting their back up. When you even talk about these subjects, it's like they start rolling their eyes. But you know, but have a conversation with somebody out on the trail with their dog, and you can tell people that are really good pet owners, their dogs are calm and relaxed, and they're not barking, and they're comfortable in their own fur. You know, they come give you a little greeting, and they're not aggressive towards other dogs, and we can all do better, can't we? Next clip. Let's do a couple push-ups here. I hope the mic doesn't hit the ground. Oh, this vest is a little bit small. It's perfect for this. Oh, that feels good. I like to shrug my shoulders up a little bit at the top of the push-up. Scapulus. Ooh. I'm still having a little bit of a problem with a numb hand, numb thumb. But I find when I get on the pull-up bar, it goes away. So I'm sure it's just a pinched nerve. To all my vegan haters out there, no, it's not a vitamin deficiency. Look up vitamin deficiencies, all you non-vegans, for people that eat other things. All the other problems before you start pointing fingers. Do what you want. I just do what I like to do. And the research and that I believe in. You know what I'm saying? Oh, nothing like a good push-up. Get your push-up on, get your sweat on, my friends. Oh, that feels good. That feels really good. Okay, let's roll. Let's roll. Let's turn that frown upside down. I bet you a lot of doggies and cats out there are super happy today. Getting extras. Enjoying their special day. I hope so. Well, that was short and sweet. We're going to go out and we're going to find some other areas. Again, Ken Cartwright Park. It's getting a bit greener. Only a couple cars here. I thought there'd be more people out here, you know, being the day of days for the four-legged friends and the people that don't speak, right? The animal, you know, they don't speak our language, but they do. They speak the same language we used to speak before we learned how to speak, you know what I'm saying? See you in the next one. And for one of my happiest subscribers, doesn't that look inviting?